Welcome back. I was just about to record a new Blitz for Fun episode, Blitz just for fun, but when I went to chess.com, I saw that there were some new bots available, so I'm going to play a few of them. I think they are Halloween-themed bots. Certainly the first one is, which is looks like just Martin, the weakest bot on chess.com, but with the where added in front of it, as if Martin has become a werewolf. The others are new Filip, 700, new Laura, 1100. Okay, these aren't Halloween themed. These are just new other bots that I believe already exist. New Isla, is that how you say that? And new Morphe, 2600. Well, I'm probably not going to make it against that one. I'm going to start with Martin, and I'm just going to have some fun here. Hopefully, this will be either entertaining or informative to you. I'm going to choose where Martin, play, let the computer choose the colors, and just go. I will talk out my thought processes as I do. I'm going to play the Caro-Kann defense, see where Martin plays. I assume he's going to bring his queen out. No, he didn't. Okay, we're going to bring out d5 and trade some pawns here. I have traded a flank pawn for a center pawn, but now looks like Martin wants to get it back. I suppose that's a possibility. Can I just push that forward, though? Is that something I can do here? And then if Martin brings out the knight to threaten that pawn, I can... Oh, no, then he could get that one. Should I just take that one, too, then? I think I'll just take that one, too. Maybe I overthought that one just a little bit. Oh, I could take that one as well, because en passant. But then his queen comes out aiming at here. But you know what? A pawn's a pawn. Let's do it. And then I will start developing. So, wait, somehow I'm only up 1 point of material. Okay, that's because we traded pawns in the middle. But I got an extra one there somehow. Let's go ahead and put this pawn right here on f4. Sorry, that's f5. I am still practicing learning the names of the pieces. Okay, that's not bad because I was about to play e6. And this, of course, aims right here at this bishop. So if I play e6, I assume Martin's going to trade for that and ruin my right to castle. And with my d and c pawns missing, I'm not going to castle kingside. So how do I solve that? I could develop a knight and then start working my way in here with it. Let's develop the knight and see where we can go from here. I know I can check, but that looks like a mistake there, doesn't it? Where Martin is just chatting up a storm, I can see it popping up there, but I'm ignoring it. I don't know how to turn off the bot's chat, but when I play people, I usually have the chat turned off for that exact reason. I don't like having the little things popping up in my peripheral vision. Let's see, if I check, I assume he could just block with the knight. No, he could just block with the pawn. Wait. If where Martin blocks with that pawn, I could take the pawn with my knight. If he took back, I would get the rook. But that doesn't solve the problem of what I would do if they just blocked with the knight. I could go back to my original plan, which was to just keep bringing this knight in here. Or something else I could do is bring my queen up here and aim for that. But then Martin can put his bishop here, and that's bad. So let's not do that. Let's go back to my original plan, which attacks this bishop and attacks that pawn. Martin has developed another piece, and I just realized that pawn is protected. So let's take the bishop. Now that pawn's not protected because the queen's going to take. No, the knight might take. Okay, wow, I just helped Martin develop a piece and I still can't move this e-pawn. I'm playing poorly. Am I not? Wait, I can win this pawn because my bishop's pointed there. Let's do that. See if that helps at all. Will Martin trade? Martin did not want to trade. Okay, I expected Martin to take the queen. I don't want to take Martin's queen because then that lines up his rook right down this file, assuming he takes back with his rook rather than his king or knight. But I could castle queenside now, which would leave my king a little open, but it would also leave my rook right here on d8 pointed at that queen. And then if I need to, I could move my king over. And that maybe solves this bishop problem. I'm going to try it. That might be really bad. Oh, what? I don't know what that did. It protected the knight, which maybe means this knight's about to move. I don't know. But I know I can move my e-pawn now. So I think I'm going to. Oh, wow. It took me way too long to see that. They were getting out of the way of the rook, so I should move my king now. But now my rook on the back rank is undefended. Oh no. Except by my queen. Okay. Then if I move this, then they play here, then where does my bishop go? I guess it could drop back one, but then my bishop gets trapped. Okay. Maybe I can bring the bishop back now. No, then my queen is still defended. Why don't I just take their queen now? Let's take care of that problem right away instead of having them sitting there facing each other. Well, I got to take the rook too because my rook's a sitting duck right here. So let's do that. And then I can move the e-pawn. Or you know what, then I can move my bishop and then move the e-pawn, because I don't want my bishop getting trapped over here. Okay, now I'm going to move the e-pawn, get this bishop out, finally. Where's that going? That's not good. That also is not good, but I don't know where to put this bishop. Here, I guess. And now my other rook is free. Not really, is it? Okay. I was going to move the knight, but if I move the knight, then... Oh, my bishop is still protecting that square. Okay. So let's get the knight here. Oh, if I move the knight, then this. But then I can move the rook, you know? That's the way it goes. I was going to move the knight here, thinking about maybe coming around this way. Let's try that. See if they take this pawn. If they do, I'll move... Yeah, okay. Their king has moved over, which is weird because their bishop was hanging. I think I can take the bishop safely now. I think I can take that pawn safely now too, as well as fork. No, their knight is still guarding that square, so I can't yet fork, but I can take this. It felt like it took Martin a little bit longer than normal to blunder away, but now I can fork because there's nothing guarding that square. So let's do that and get the rook. Check, they have to move the king, so now we get the rook. Yeah, I felt like Martin went a long ways before really messing up this time. Let's take that knight as well, and then get this knight out of the way. Oh yeah, we're going to get the knight out of the way here, which cuts off one possible escape route for their king. Let's check. And then if I check again, the king has to go back, right? Because my bishop's guarding those squares. So if I check with the rook, the king has to go back. If it goes back there, I have a check. If it goes back here, I don't know. See how I can finish this off. Or can I? I might not be able to finish this off right just yet, because I might not be good enough. I can come after that knight, though. Let's leave the king where it is. You can't really get out of there right now. But where does the knight go if I play here? I guess it could come this way. Yeah, and I still can't get it, so let's get one of those pawns then. I'm just going to trade off for that. Since I am up significantly on material, I will put the knight in a safe place, and then I will whack off this pawn here. That didn't sound right. I will capture that pawn, and then the other one... That probably wasn't the best move in that position, because I probably should have trapped the king on the back rank, but I am going to now bring my king and checkmate Martin. I know you can do it with the bishop and the knight's help, but I don't know quite exactly how to do that yet. I do know how to do this with my king's help. I am going to just slowly keep Martin from being able to come closer to me, and then trap Martin on the back rank until we have the opposition. Let's see. Let's move the rook one. And I want Martin to move directly in front of my king like that. Okay. Let's save that game. As always, I will run the game review. I had 2 blunders, 2 misses, and a mistake, and did not play incredibly well. In fact, I gave Martin huge chances there in the middle of the game. Yeah, that doesn't look great. And yeah, I did miss here when I played rook to g2. I don't know what I should have done in that case. I played like an 850 according to this. I'm just going to go to one of these points here in the middle, right there, I think. I was up significantly. And what did I play here? I played bishop to b4, but I definitely should have played something else. Oh, the lines are on. I forgot to turn them off. I should have played knight to d5 first, or b6. I'm not sure why. Or knight to d7. Also not sure why. Why those moves are all good, but the one I played was a blunder that gave Martin an advantage, because Martin can check me here, and I would have had to have moved over, and then Martin could have checked me here, and I would have had to have come back, and then Martin could have attacked that pawn, which would have put me in check, and I would have had to have gone back again, and then he would have checked again with the knight, and I would have had to come back to b8 again, and then he would play here, and when I moved away, he would get my bishop for free. Wow, that's a long string of events that I wouldn't expect a human to get, so if Martin had gotten that, that would have been the downside of playing a bot. Okay, but Martin didn't do it, which was a miss, and now again I need to play knight to d7, which prevents this check, apparently, or bishop to d7. Wait, that's not bishop to d7. Bishop to d7, or a6. But instead, I did what I had been planning on the whole time, and that was actually one of Martin's 2 good moves that maintains the advantage, either the check here or taking the pawn. Okay, and it was not my best move to move the rook over. Really? Wait, yeah, it is. For a second there, it wasn't listed. Okay. Or maybe I just didn't see it. But just as good for me as bishop to d2 check. Really? Wouldn't they have taken it? And then I would have taken back? But Martin wouldn't have taken back. They would have checked instead? I don't know. Okay, but this did turn out to be my best move, and he was supposed to check, but instead moved his king over. Okay. And I was ahead from there on out. Yeah, I think any normal person here, if they want to make these bots more human-like, even a relative beginner player probably would have moved this bishop. Even if they didn't see the check, they would have seen that I was attacking the bishop and moved it someplace to safety. Maybe. Maybe even here. Okay, well, I didn't do great against Martin. Let's go against the next one, which is New Filip from Poland. I have played Old Filip, but not New Filip. So it does say October holiday bots. Check back every Monday this month for a spooky surprise. Oh, so I'm guessing each one's going to change throughout the month of October? Okay, because right now only Martin is Halloween themed. So I'm guessing next Monday, New Filip will be Halloween themed? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's going to be a vampire. But we'll find out. I say we'll find out a lot, but I mean, that's really what life is a series of finding out the next thing that happens. And anyway, let's play New Filip, and I will quit giving you my life philosophy right now. Oh, I got the white pieces. Okay. I'm going to follow opening principles, except I got the Sicilian. I still haven't looked up a really good defense against the Sicilian. I think I've just been playing knight to f3 and then playing c3. Yeah, let's do c3. Looks like Filip's going to... Oh, I thought Filip was going to fianchetto, but Filip has played h5. That's a classic bot move. I think if it goes any further, I can just meet it with h3. I'm going to play d4 and try to take as much space and control of the center as I can. Filip didn't take, which maybe that was best. I don't know. And I don't think I want to take because that gives up a center pawn for a flank pawn. If I move forward, we just trade center pawns. Can I just push this one? Whoops, push this one forward. e5, is that okay? Let's play e5. And still I can always take here if I need to. Okay, that bishop's not going anywhere. I'm going to develop this here. I don't think that's in trouble, is it? They take, I take back, and they certainly won't take with their queen at that point. I think that's fine. I'm going to castle. What is the queen doing on b6? Okay, now that I've castled, I feel like breaking the center open a little bit, but I'm not sure exactly how to do it. I think I want to know if I develop that bishop, that pawn goes. So let's move this queen here to protect the pawn and then develop the bishop. Oh, their king has moved. That didn't seem like a good idea. Let's develop this bishop this way. a6, I don't think helps. Is this one of the cases where Stockfish would say I should put my knight on the outside? From there, I can come in to c4, which threatens the queen and also looks to plant a knight there. Let's try that. All right, that doesn't stop me from my plan of attacking the queen and then putting a knight in here. Okay, that time the queen did run away. That is great. Let's put this knight in here. That's a really good outpost square. I think it strictly limits the king's activity, and it sure would be nice if I could get another attacker on that knight, because I don't think it would help, would it, to check right now? But it might help to move my queen over and maybe force the issue a little bit. Let's do that. Where are you going, queen? Where are you going? I don't think so. Can we just go this way and threaten it? Whoops, they're okay. I'll just take the bishop because it was there and the rook took back. Okay, I thought the king was going to take back. If the king had taken back, then Filip would have been guarding h6, but since the rook took back, I can put my queen in there. I am not going to because I can't really do anything with the queen once it's in there. I should play something spectacular now. What do you think that would be? I have no idea, but I think I should probably get this rook over. I don't know why, but Stockfish is always telling me to put my rook on e1. That has moved. Should I put my queen here, aiming at this? But their rook is protecting that, so that doesn't make any difference. Are they putting an extra attacker here? I already have a defender there. I have no idea. I'm going to put an attacker here. Oh, well, I could en passant it. Why not? Let's en passant it. Oh, that removed the defender of my knight, but that's okay because I'm going to take their rook. That's check. Okay. And then, I don't know if I should have taken there or not. That seemed like it might have been a mistake. Oops. Is that a good place for my queen? I don't know, but I'm going to drop it there. And then maybe knight here. Not there, because their knight and their queen are guarding that space, and I don't want to trade off the knight right now. Also, they might... Oh, you know what? Wow, they made no move to defend against this. That's just a clean check. I almost didn't see it. Oh, and I get to checkmate now. Wow. Well, I barely beat the 700 rated bot. Save game. I will run the game review just to see if I was ahead the whole time or if I gave the bot multiple chances, as I did with Where Martin. Oh no, I was ahead the whole time in this one, but I still played pretty poorly. Yeah, apparently I was ahead the whole time, so my mistakes didn't even really matter. Although that one got us... I don't know, those two might have mattered. Let's just check them. Okay, after my opponent played that, I should have played something besides what I played, which was bishop to e2. Should I have just taken the pawn? No, because I thought I wanted these pawns defending each other. Should I have developed the knight? Should I have taken the bishop further? No, because they could have just done that. And then I would have, maybe I should have put it here. But then it's aiming at that pawn for, like, what's it doing there? And I thought if I put it here, they could just push this pawn forward and then I would have to take it. And I wanted it here. That's actually where I wanted it. I don't remember that I actually said that during the game. Should I have brought the knight in? Oh, I should have put this bishop here now? No, they have too many things guarding that square. I have no idea. Yep, it says I should have taken the pawn. That's the first thing I said. Oh, and knight to a3 is the second thing that I said. And bishop to d3 is the other thing that I said. All of those would have been better than what I played. According to this, because when I played that, I didn't lose that much though. +5, what was it before that? +8, 0.8. I go from 0.8 to 0.5. That's more like an inaccuracy. Okay, where was my second mistake? It was after this position where I did play knight to a3. Oh no, I didn't play knight to a3 yet, but that's my top move. Okay, yeah, wow. Sometimes I look up there and think that's the next move, but no, the next move I played queen to c2. Okay, well I remember why I did that, because I wanted to guard this pawn so I could move this bishop out. But knight to a3 was best, because I didn't see that for a couple more turns. Okay, so that, or just go ahead and play bishop to g5 now, and they won't take this. That is something that I need to work on, and maybe it's something that it's not something you can just learn in an afternoon and then know it forever. Maybe it's something you have to keep working on. But I need to work on learning when it's okay to give up that pawn. Because it seems like every time I move a bishop away from defending that pawn and leave it defenseless, my opponent takes it, and there's nothing I can do. And you're like, sure, you could just move the knight out so the rook doesn't get taken because the queen's going to be defending the rook, but then they're going to get this pawn. And I wanted that pawn to help defend this pawn. Right? If I play this, watch. It says that they shouldn't take this, but what if they do? Yeah, it says just move this over here, haha, you're fine, but now they can take that. But it doesn't say that they should, but what if they do? Oh, now I can play this, but then they can just get away. Really, Stockfish says their best move is knight to d5. No human's going to play that. Okay, yeah, it finally wised up. They're going to play that. Well, haha, I can play here now. That's okay, they can still get away. They're fine. And they just picked off 2 of my pawns. Now, I know Stockfish is like, yeah, but you're way ahead now. But in real games, that's stuff like that happens, and I'm just down 2 pawns, and I need them later. And I don't have them. So anyway, that didn't happen. I played queen to c2, but yeah, this, okay, I get that. I saw it a few moves later. I should have played that. But I'm never going to play this in these situations until I figure out why letting both of those pawns go is so advantageous to me. Or it says I could have played knight b to d2 now, but then the bishop can't get out. Oh, now it doesn't say bishop to g5 is a good move. Was I just dreaming that? Just a second ago it said bishop to g5 was my best move, or second best. Knight to a3, knight b to d2, or take this pawn now. If I take that pawn now, they're going to take back. Oh, and it says then I would put this bishop here, but then they would just move their queen again. Well, then I don't feel too bad for playing this, and also it didn't lose a lot of my advantage. And according to the graph, we're here, and I never got close to even again, so this video has gone on quite some time, but I'm going to play at least one more bot. Let's play New Laura, who is from Austria and is rated 1100. Is Laura a popular name in Austria? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever met anyone from Austria. Maybe it is. Maybe it's an incredibly popular name there, and that's where we got it from. But it was a pretty popular name in my generation. Let's play New Laura. Again, you saw that every time even though I select random, it wants me to choose one of those colors. I want the computer to choose the color. Okay. I'm pretty sure some of that first chat... Sicilian again? What? Okay. This was supposed to be fun. Sorry, I quit talking. I was just going after the knights with my pawns there. Okay. There it is again. The queen ended up on b6. Is at the end of the game, is it going to say that I should put this bishop out somewhere now? I almost did to here because I wanted an extra attacker on d4, and the bishop would be hitting that as well. But I don't know. I'm going to put this bishop right here and try to castle real quick. Whoop. The bot played h6. Well, I'm going to castle. And then I don't know why I shouldn't take that knight. Now, let's do it. Now when the pawn comes in, it's just going to be there. Yeah, it's just going to be there stuck. But I've limited where I can put this bishop. So, and I'm limited as to where I can put the knight. But remember earlier it said this was a good move. Maybe it is now, and maybe I can put it over there and then hit the pawn. Nope, because then the queen would just take it. But let's do this anyway and maybe come this way. Then I can move that bishop. Oh, that pawn's not defended. My mistake. Let's just trade some pawns off here. Open up the king a little bit. Nope, it took with the knight. Okay. I'm going to go here. I'm aiming at that pawn. I'm also aiming to push this pawn forward. But mainly I wanted to block the queen's access to this pawn so I can move this bishop to here, I guess. And then maybe there. Lining up, I see that. Should I do something too? Line up this way? I was thinking about putting this over here, but I'm afraid if I do that, they're going to move their queen to an even better spot. So should I just take this? No, then they get a knight in there. I don't want that, do I? I don't know if I want that or not. Or should I just leave it there for a second? You know what? Let's just push this pawn and see what they do. Oh, they moved the queen. Oh, good. Now the queen's not defending this pawn anymore. But it is defending the bishop, aiming at that. So I should take the bishop, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured would happen there. Now I can take this. Is that a good idea? They're going to take that? Nope. I thought they were going to take my bishop, but they didn't. Let's go after their queen again. See where it goes. It went forward. Okay. Then I can go here. Oh, now the knight's not defended. I might lose this one. Because I have no idea what to do, and I'm a piece down, and I have been checked. I only have one legal move other than taking with my queen, which I'm not going to do. It just wanted to stay there. Wow. Spicy. Okay. Oh, wait, did the bot just give me the rook? Was that a good idea to take it? Or was that a trap? That was probably a trap. All right. You could do that. If I go here, is that bad? I don't think it's bad. It might be bad. I don't know. Oh, the rook moved. I was going to kill it, but it moved. I guess that's a good plan. I can take this pawn now. Should I do that? I'm down 1 point of material, but if I take the pawn, I'll be even. Then we can trade queens and I should be okay? Maybe? Is that bad? Oh, they're going to get that pawn, though. No, I shouldn't bring it back because their knight can still go there. I'm not sure what I should do with it. I guess I could leave it there for a second. Or move this rook here. Oh no, I just gave up that pawn. They didn't take it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling really talkative right now. I feel like I completely misunderstood the situation, but that happens all the time because I haven't yet had a chance to study the Sicilian defense, and 2 of these bots played it against me, so I guess open up a square so I don't get back ranked. I now feel free to bring out my other rook. They have done that. Okay. I don't know what that does, but should I play here now and try to get in this way and chop off that pawn? I think I'm going to try that. I don't think they can protect this pawn. Now we're even on material. Wait, did that just undefend the bishop? No, the rook and the knight are both defending the bishop. Wow. But yeah, earlier the pawn was the only thing defending the bishop. But I can't go here or here to aim for that pawn because of where their knight is. But I could do this, couldn't I? And then get behind the pawn. Whoop. the bishop just slightly retracted itself, and I'm not sure why. It's trying to do some rerouting? What? Or is their bishop thinking of doing that? Their rook thinking of doing that? Because I don't know. I'm going to quit trying to guess what the bot's going to do, and I'm just going to come after the pawn. Yeah, oh, it was thinking of doing that. Okay. It did it, and now I'm not in check anymore. I think I should take that pawn too, and not really aiming there because of things and stuff, but I mean, I could put a rook right here to prevent that pawn from moving forward, but that's not really a great job for a rook, is it? Or should I go back to here, aiming for the knight and getting out of the way of my pawn? Okay, I kind of thought that would happen. If I go here, can they fork me? No. Okay, let's go there. And then double up on my rooks. And then move this pawn. I don't know what that did, but I realized they could have gotten behind it. But what if I get behind it instead? Can they stop that pawn? They can get that one, I guess. Maybe not. Now they can get that one. Well, they didn't, though. It's probably because if they did take that one, I would check and then win the knight, but I don't know. Are they going to sacrifice the knight for that? No, they're not. They're going to let me pin the knight. Did I finally get it? Did the bot finally mess up enough for me to do this? Okay, so it's going to give up the rook for this, I guess. Should I just promote to a rook then? Okay, I did. Okay, they now have two defenders on that. I should bring my king then, I think. Keeping it, except for that one, I'll try to keep it on dark squares since they have a light squared bishop. I think I just won their bishop here, didn't I? And then I can, oh, they got a pawn. That's fantastic. Okay. Now, can I checkmate them with two rooks? You'd think I could after, see, which way do we want to go with it? Let's see. Okay. And then here, I assume they're going to go there, and then I can bring this all the way down, aiming this way. Oh, they got out of it. Okay. Then I think I can check here. I'm not aiming for the pawn. Oh, they checked me. Okay. That's great. I was aiming for a check, really, but they moved the pawn anyway. Okay. Let's see. Slide in here. I think I can check. And then when they get out of check, I will get the knight with check. And then I can do the ladder mate over here. That's probably not the best way to go about this. But it took me 72 moves and I beat Laura. But I'm pretty sure I was behind at some point there and Laura gave it back to me. However, the position was very complicated. And in a couple of cases, I'm pretty sure Laura made some computer or bot moves that a human wouldn't have seen. But then in other cases, made mistakes. But I don't know. Well, that graph is hilarious. It goes up and down and there's lots of orange and red dots on it. But I did play like a 76%, so did my percentage get higher this time? I played like a 1300 for once. Okay, according to their ratings estimator. And I played the best move 29 times. That's less than half. But between my best moves, excellent moves, and good moves, that adds up to more than half. I don't know if there's any point in, you know what, let's check this one. Wait, did I go too far? Yeah, okay, right here I was way ahead. And e6 was the wrong move to do. Okay. I had no idea what to do. I couldn't defend that. At least I thought I couldn't have defended that pawn by putting my knight here because they were going to push this pawn forward. So how could I defend that pawn? With the rook? Was I supposed to have defended it with the rook? Okay, I'm going to guess rook to e1 because I'm always supposed to play rook to e1 in these positions. Nope. What? Stockfish says I was supposed to protect it with f4. Well, I edited it out, but I rolled my eyes and made other expressions and maybe gestures at that suggestion. That seems ridiculous to me. And it says they wouldn't take it, even though they've already pushed these pawns this far. If I played f4 now, they would just play d6, and I would take it. The other one was knight to e4, which doesn't protect that pawn at all. And it says they wouldn't take it with their bishop, even though it looks free. They would play d6, and I would take it. Or I could play queen to e2. Oh, that defends this pawn. And then they wouldn't play d6 for some reason. Then they would play knight to a6. Those are machine moves. I wish there was another line listed. I don't think any of those are natural except queen to e2, defending that pawn. But not rook to e1. How bad would rook to e1 have been? Would have been okay. And it says they would either play knight to a6 or d6. d6, maybe. If it was a person, I don't know that a person would play knight to e6 here. Oh no, and that's changed its mind. a5 now is one of the top moves. Right up there with knight to a6. Or king to f8. Well, I am pretty sure there's no grandmasters watching, but maybe one of you 1800 or so rated players can tell me what in the world king to f8 would do and whether or not you would have thought to play it here. I know you'll be honest because there's no reason not to be. Would you have thought, if I were playing black in this position, I think king to f8 would be a good move? If that's actually what you thought, let me know in the comments. I will be surprised if you say that, but I will believe you, and maybe you can tell me why that's suggested. But anyway, but rook to e1 wouldn't have been bad here. Okay, but what I played was bad, which is that. Took us back to even or very close. Of course, they're supposed to take. I'm not supposed to take back. I'm supposed to play b3. Yeah, b3 is what I'm supposed to play. That's not one of my better moves. Black has a slightly bigger advantage and so on. Okay, I would have played rook to e1 in hindsight. All those other moves that suggested for me instead of e6, I don't understand, but okay, I kind of understand queen to e2, but to me, rook to e6 was better. So I would have played that. All right, going back here, I gave away a couple of big advantages over. Get out of the way, numbers. Trying to go right there. Okay, the bot made them. Oh, I thought that's what the bot was going to do, and it did it, but then that was a mistake, and it gave me an advantage, and that was my best move, but then the bot made another mistake, but I didn't take advantage of it. Okay, what was I supposed to do here? Was I supposed to line up immediately, or is that what I did? Oh no, I took the pawn. Okay, rook d to d7. Okay, that's my top move, and the only move that gives me the +2 here. I see that, because they can't defend that, right? They can't defend the bishop. So I would have just won a bishop. I get that. That makes 100% sense. This time I do get it, but I didn't play that. That was a miss. We're back to even. The bot made a mistake, and now if I play rook to d7, I'll have this advantage again, but I didn't. I went after the knight instead. But I thought I was going to lose here. Yes, I have two connected passed pawns, but the bot has an extra piece, and it had been playing fairly well, I thought. Like, obviously, it made a lot of mistakes here, but it felt like it was playing well. And sometimes that makes all the difference. I did not play one of my top... Wait, no, rook... Oh, I saw rook to c6 enter there for just a second, but now it's not one of the top 3 moves. But it was okay, because we're still even. Where did the bot give it away? Did it give it away slowly? That's not one of my top moves. We're still even. Okay, the bot gave it away a little bit there. We're just past +1. That was a miss. Wait, what should I have played there? Oh, I should have just kept going? I just got worried because I thought they were supposed to get behind the pawn. Is that what they were supposed to do? Nope. Yes. I hate it when Stockfish says one thing and then it's like, oh, wait, I thought of something else. It's a computer. It should go a lot faster than that, right? When I open my calculator and I type in some numbers, it instantly gives me the answer. You'd kind of think Stockfish could do that too. But anyway, yeah, I thought they was going to play rook to a1 and it didn't. Okay. So it was bad for me to get behind my pawn? Apparently I should have just pushed it. Okay. Rook to b6 was among my best moves. But the bot plays another inaccuracy, and this time I did play my best move, which is a5. Oh, and it says they should just take this now. And I wouldn't take back. I would go over here. I don't know about that. But they didn't. That was a miss. a6 was my best move, and now I don't think they can stop that passed pawn. That was their best move going after my rook, and it was my best to play rook to b7. It was among my best. Okay. So some of my mistakes, like when I should have played the d rook down to d7, and back when the bishop was pinned here and the king was over there on g7, that made sense. I understood that. Some of the other misses or blunders I do not understand, and that's okay. But I'm still curious about the king to f8 move and whether any of you thought of that from Black's perspective, or when I said it, immediately thought, oh, I know why that's good. If this is just a me thing, I don't understand why king to f8 was great. If you made it this far, thank you for spending your time here. Maybe you'll get a chance to play some of these cool new bots, or wait till Monday when the next one goes through. Apparently, it's going to go through a transformation and become more Halloweenish. I'll see you next time.